What defines luxury fashion? So we've got 5 key points to this. Now, the first one being the craftsmanship and quality, then the exclusivity and limited availability, design and innovation, brand identity and heritage, and of course, the price point. Now, we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive in each 5 and what they mean. So, the first one being craftsmanship and exclusivity, it's pretty self explanatory. So, we're really dealing with materials used and produced more by hand as opposed to machinery or equipment. Think about, for instance, Hermes's handbags, how they're hand stitched. Um, Cartier, for example, hand cut diamonds, that sort of thing. There's really more of a personal approach where individuals naturally are going to be manufacturing or creating the pieces or the items. In terms of the quality, of course, they're going to be using premium materials, premium fabrics, as opposed to just run of the mill. Of course, a meticulous attention to detail along the way. They'll often use traditional techniques and methods to go about creating, resulting in their garments being a lot more durable and long lasting. Now, the next point is exclusivity and limited availability. So, luxury fashion often involves limited production runs or unique pieces, whether it's for a limited amount of time or just a limited number of the items. Now, the scarcity of this is a key factor in maintaining the brand's prestige. Now, the third point, which has to do with design and innovation, really has to do with the uniqueness or innovative approach to the actual designs, whether of the garments or, say, the handbags, um, and their collaborative approach with other designers. That really steer away from mainstream. Now, the fourth aspect we said was brand identity and heritage. Now, all of these luxury brands have a very strong sense and hold on their storytelling, their heritage, their history. There's a strong history behind the brand and strong values to it, and you can always see that in their campaigns and how that's intertwined and weaved into their designs, the all the way down to the fabrics that they use, right? Um, and again, that storytelling really allows for creating a connection with the end consumer ultimately. So they just have a much deeper um, sense to their identity as a brand, where they come from, um, and how they've evolved, to make it all the way to being relevant in today's world. Now, luxury fashion comes with a premium price tag, which reflects the costs of the higher quality of materials, the craftsmanship, paying for, again, as we said before, the individuals, the people behind the brand, making the garments, hand stitching the goods as opposed to machinery. All that factors into the higher cost, ultimately leading down all the way to the price point, of course. Now, the price point is not solely a reflection of the product's value, but also really a reflection of the brand's identity, exclusivity, and the experience that the consumer goes through when wearing the brand's garments, using their products. It really has to do with that whole experience.